But yeah, Lidl, I apologize that you don't think that it's worse to hit somebody. I'm surprised that you don't think it's worse to hit somebody than it is to throw stuff and scream at somebody. I'm very surprised by that, but you're welcome to have that opinion. I don't mind, but I think you're objectively incorrect. I think the choice to scream at somebody and attack somebody and throw stuff at somebody is not a good decision, especially in front of your kids. But you do not deserve to be hit by that. You do not deserve to be hit. Absolutely never in a million years does anyone deserve to be hit in a situation like that. And I'm surprised that you feel that way. But you're welcome to feel that way. I just think you're objectively incorrect, and I feel very bad for anyone who ever dates you. Let the games begin. But if that's how you feel, that's how you can feel. Now, I just don't know what to tell you. You know, I just think that makes you objectively incorrect. But I hope you and I can both agree that you shouldn't do that shit in front of your kids. I hope we can at least agree to that. That nobody should be doing that shit in front of their kids. I hope we can at least agree to that. You know? So, yeah. Boy, it's so funny. I so don't want to talk about it. It makes me so depressed after seeing that today. For those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, earlier today there's a video. Earlier today there's a video going around. In fact, let's go ahead and watch it here on stream real quick. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's super fucking depressing. It's in DeFranco's video today. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. And I don't know how this guy could defend anything that this guy did. But I don't know why Lidl feels that way. It's disgusting to me. But
be a beautiful.
Like I said, I'm not here to judge what other people feel. I'm not here to judge that guy, but I can't believe that he would support something like this, but that's okay. Here's the video. Is this a little edited version of it? It's a little more edited than the raw
December
version.
9th, someone on Twitter posted a tweet with a video attached with it that has just made the rounds. That tweet has since been taken down, but it said, "Holy fuck, you need to be put down like a sick dog, woman-bashing scumbag at Mr. Deadmau." And the video starts off in what seems to be in the middle of an argument.
Can you not? I said I'll be out soon. Stop.
At this point, he walks out of frame towards his wife, Grace, as she begins to say that she's tired of him playing the game, and then this happens.
No computer, I'm sick of this shit.
Stop, please. I'll be out soon. Just stop.
So we clearly hear what sounds to be a slap. She then begins to cry. And throughout the whole thing, you can hear her 2 children in the background, a 3-year-old, a 20-month-old.
You hear that? All you people there? You just hit me in the face.
Additionally, we later find out that she's pregnant. But also, the stream isn't over at this point. It still continues.
All I asked was for some time by myself.
You fucking woman.
Just go away. No one, just go away. Leave me alone. I'll be out soon. How many times do I have to tell you?
And then the situation becomes even worse. His wife refuses to leave until he says sorry. He won't until he's done with his games. It then seems like she might bang on the monitor or table the camera shakes, at which point he then gets up and he seems to be physical again in some way.
Go. Sorry now.
Go away! Fuck!
I'm dead.
Leave me alone!
Some people are saying that at this point it sounds like he punched her, but the video of this was only some of what happened. Another Twitter user by the name of Ayu then tweeted out, "Part 2 of this fucking awful human being honestly makes me so sick in the stomach watching this shit." And that tweet has another video showing the abuse continuing. Grace can be heard crying in the background, and the entire time Monday continues with, "I'll be out soon, why don't you take that as an answer?" He's getting louder and louder, but we can still hear Grace.
They know you touched me and I'm pregnant.
Listen, I will be out
I hope
soon.
all of you people know that I'm pregnant and he just bashed me.
Right.
They're still arguing, and then we see him get up once again and seemingly become physical with her off screen. And Grace and their children can just be heard in the background screaming, this time just much worse than before.
Do you want me to? Leave me alone! Go away! Go away! Stop touching my fucking shit! Fuck out of here!
As far as what happened next, reportedly Mr. Deadmau5 was arrested at 11:30 p.m. by police, and he was charged with common assault and received an apprehended domestic violence order, which is like a restraining order. He ultimately posted bail and will appear in court on Thursday the 13th. Also along with this, the wife was reportedly arrested, but her charges have since been dropped. And as far as why she would have been arrested, well, another video was released that showed a little more context. You see the two fighting, she wants him to get off, he says no. It then appears that she begins throwing some things at him, although it seems like the most dangerous object was a piece of cardboard. But on that note, a few people have still tried to justify his actions by saying that, quote, assault is assault, essentially arguing that the act of throwing that cardboard is technically assault, just like if you slap someone. But most people on several different platforms have just shut down that argument, saying
Exactly. So I don't know how this guy's making that argument. I don't understand it. So long story short, they had a domestic dispute. This woman started throwing stuff and attacking her husband, screaming at him, yelling at him, which is a party foul for sure. You shouldn't do that in front of your kids. I honestly believe that. I give anybody credit for that. You shouldn't do that shit in front of your kids. You should send your kids to a sister, a brother, a babysitter before you decide to start fighting with your husband. I think that I will give anybody credit for that. I think that is fair. But here's what I will say. Under zero circumstances is it okay to hit your spouse. I don't care if it's a woman hitting a man. I don't care if it's a man hitting a woman. That's never allowed. Your job as a husband or a wife is to de-escalate, not escalate. Your job is to de-escalate, not escalate. That is your job. So even anybody like this person who's defending this husband is wrong. Sure, she made a mistake, but his job there is to de-escalate, to get the kids away, to leave. It's also her job to get away from a crazy person. It's everybody's job to de-escalate, not escalate. So this guy decides to escalate by slapping the shit out of his wife, and fuck that guy. He's a garbage human. Fuck that guy. He's a garbage human. Here's what I say. I think the mother is not being a very responsible mother by picking a fight in front of her kids. I do believe that. If she started the fight, if she picked the fight, if she's having the fight in front of the kids, the father is also not, is doing something 10 times worse, 1,000 times worse, 1,000,000 times worse. I guess people are mad at me because I don't care about the dad. Burn him. Fuck him. Kill him. I don't care. Put him to death. That's hyperbole, but I don't have any empathy for the dad at all whatsoever, and I'm sorry. His job there was to de-escalate. As someone who has been abused by a woman in his lifetime, I can tell you, if you escalate, it gets worse. If you de-escalate, it will get better. Simple. His job there was to de-escalate. Her job there was to de-escalate. They have children in the fucking room. Simple. The children take precedence. The children take precedence. That's it. End of fucking story. That's all there is. That's all I have to say. Having been an abused child, I will tell you that children take precedence over your domestic problems, over your relationship issues.
Got to get paid to get laid, y'all.
Anything else.
Piaget theory suggests that emerging adolescence is defined by the ability to discern reality from fiction. These kids can't mentally understand this. They are scared and they can't understand. 3-year-olds and 22-month-old can't understand.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. And I get it, Lidl. I get it. I get your point of view. I just disagree. Okay? I get your point of view. I just disagree. So, I'm very sorry. And Having watched that a second time, guys, I was fighting it hard enough today. That definitely ends it. I don't know what kind of fight or what kind of, I don't know what this person is trying to achieve, but we're gonna find somebody else playing Smash Brothers and give them some love. Oh man, it's really hard to watch stuff like that. It really is. I can't watch it. It really fucks me up pretty bad. So I apologize. It's. I guess they know my weak points. People like this little thing. They know my weak points. They know that when we talk about child abuse and stuff like that, it's really going to wreck me. And they knew exactly where to go. And I think a piece of shit like that deserves at least to be banned from being able to donate, which is what I've done. I don't know what their point in that was. A lot of people asked me to make a video about that today, and I'm definitely not going to. I can barely even talk about it here. I don't like talking about it. I can't handle actual child abuse like that. I can't, I know it's a lot of people will now draw like a correlation to the kid behind a camera thing. Those kids aren't actually abused. If him and Bridget ever did anything like that in front of those kids, I would fucking shoot Michael in his goddamn leg. I wouldn't even think about it, But fortunately, that's not happening.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
Shout out to my Sam and Talkie brothers. Does it trigger you that I'm giving Boogie money?
I'm dead. I'm alive.
Hey man, I don't even like to. I don't care about triggering those guys.
Ooh, the spice.
They can feel however they want to feel, man.
Thank you, Car.
They're allowed to
gonna
feel
side me.
whatever
I thought he was
they
gonna side me.
feel. They're allowed to think however they think, man. Don't antagonize them. They're let them feel however they
Oh,
want to
he
feel.
hit
man.
him? Let's go.
I appreciate you though. Hashtag me too.
Oh,
All right, here's gonna be our target for the night.
let's keep him
Let's
on
give
here.
him some
Damn
love.
it, I cannot grab this motherfucker.
The good news is about that video, there is a silver lining to that video, and that's that the kids will now be in the system.
Oh, that was awesome.
Where hopefully they
I don't
will.
get how the
Hopefully
Koopa
they'll get
stays with
taken
them.
care of in a good
I thought he
way.
was gonna side B.
Hopefully they'll get taken care of by a
We gotta
family that
follow.
does
What
care
happened?
about them.
Boogie raid.
Hopefully those
Gotta
kids
get
will
paid
end
to
up.
get laid, y'all.
Hopefully those kids will end
It's
up with
hard
a
to
family
give your
that'll take
opinion
care
on
of them.
something like that. You speak logically and people will be saying you're victim blaming or some crap like that. There are reasons for everything. And a reason isn't necessarily an excuse for bad behavior. Cheers, Boogie.
Is that what they're saying over there on Salmon Talkie or whatever it is? Is that what they're saying over there? I'm not surprised. That's what they tend to say. Oh well, guys. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Fuck that guy. I hope he rots in jail. I hope those kids get a better home, and I hope they get taken away from the parents and they find a better place to be. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you guys. I'll speak with you again soon.